that sound.
Okay. Hey, Shalom.
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 All right, first and foremost, before we get started, we will give all honor and glory and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash.
I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the hopefully elect on the four corners, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, the great song. On the brother Naba, got the beloved Nasbir brothers with me.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, we're just gonna speak a couple words, concerning Apostle Paul. All right, and what his ministry was all about, and that what Jake failed to realize. All right, when the Lord Yahweh chose Apostle Paul, all right, to suffer for his name's sake, it came with, all right, straight commandments. All right, and the Lord have commanded Apostle Paul to go to the Gentiles. All right, we know that Gentiles basically break down Israelite foreigners. All right, those that was in the Greek mindset, those that were Hellenized. All right, but we're gonna go into Acts 26. Like I say, real briefly, real quick. Just give like a quick summary about Apostle Paul. So we're gonna go into Acts 26 and 1. All right, Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters be edified. While we lay the law down. You got it, bro.
This is Acts 26 and 1. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Thou art permitted to speak for thyself. And Paul stretched forth his hand and answered for himself. I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day before thee, touching all the things whereof I am accused of the Jews.
Right, exactly. So here it is. This Apostle Paul, now this is a part of his testimony. All right, because when you read into the chapter, he giving you the breakdown of how he met Yahweh on the way to democracy. All right, and basically he telling you what he have saw. All right, and like we have a testimony. All right, because when you go into matter of fact, grab Acts 9, start at 15 real quick. 15 to 16 real quick, and then we'll jump back up.
This is Acts 9 and 15. It says, But the Lord, Yahweh Shai, said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
There you go. You see that? So Apostle Paul was a chosen vessel for Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Wherefore? Keep going.
And it says, A chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles.
There you go. You see that? To bear my name before the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners.
Yeah.
All right? To bear his name. Keep going.
And kings and the children of Israel.
There you go. You see that? So that was the Apostle Paul ministry to bind the Gentiles back. And remember the scripture, you can grab that where it says to the Jews first, then the Gentiles. And it happened in that fashion.
Yeah.
Because you had the Apostle Peter, and you had the 12. They went before the Jews, which in that time, Judah, Benjamin, and Levite. All right, that was in that land.
Jews first, then Gentiles.
All right, and then you had the circumcision open up. All right, to the Gentiles, which are the Israelite foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everything for being a prophecy, everything lines straight up. You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Romans 2 and verse 10. I'll start at verse 8. But unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil, of the Jew first and also the Gentile. But glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first and also to the Gentile.
There you go. You see that, to the Jew first, because it was set for Judah, Benjamin, Levi to receive it. And then what? The Israelite foreigners. All right, if now it was opened up to the Gentile, which are the Israelite foreigners.
Yeah.
All right, now go back to Acts 26 and read 2 again.
This is Acts 26 and 2. I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day before thee touching.
So now let's tap back into the testimony. All right, because Yahweh said that he was a chosen vessel for me. All right, and guess what? The Lord also said how much he shall suffer for my name's sake. All right, and guess what? Us as being believers gonna have to suffer the same thing. You got that in Luke 21?
Yep.
Grab it real quick.
Luke 21 verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
No, start at 12.
12. All right. Luke 21 and verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's
There
sake.
you go. You see that for his name's sake. That in the same position Apostle Paul in right now. All right, as he was knocked off the horse by Yahushua, now he's starting to go through that persecution for the name of Yahushua. Because you got to remember, when he was said, before the Lord knocked Apostle Paul off the horse, what he was doing? He was persecuting the believers. All right, because they had, through faith and receiving the word, they believed that, Yahushua rose from the dead. That was a big controversy, all right, in that time. Believing that Yahushua rose from the dead. That's heavy in Christianity. That's how they think they saved, because they believe that Yahushua rose from the dead, but they say Jesus. Well, we know his name is Yahushua in Hebrew. Yeah. But he rose from the dead. All right, so go ahead.
Luke 21 and 13. And it shall turn to you for a testimony.
Now, is this Apostle Paul testimony? All right, because they know. Now, go back into Acts 26, read 3 and 4. Check this out.
It says Acts 26 and 3. Especially because I know thee to be an expert in all customs and questions which are among the Jews.
Right.
Wherefore I beseech thee to hear me patiently.
Right. See, that's so Apostle Paul, like, let me speak. Hear me patiently. Like, hear me out.
Yeah, hear me out. Hold on.
All right. Don't be too quick to judge. Keep going.
It says verse 4, my manner of life from my youth.
Look, his manner of life. Because what? Apostle Paul was raised in the custom. Mm-hmm. All right. He was raised in the custom. He was a Pharisee. Yeah. We know the Pharisees dealt with what? They dealt with the law. Keep going.
And it says, which was at the first among mine own nation at Jerusalem.
Right.
Know all the Jews.
Keep going.
Which knew me from the beginning.
See?
And if they would testify that after the most straight sect of our religion, I lived a Pharisee.
Right. See that he lived a Pharisee. So he was he was raised in the custom of the law. All right. But now when he met Yahushua, all right, the Lord had told him, no, you gotta go to the Gentiles too. Yeah. All right, because it ain't about the law anymore. Yeah. See, the law holds you back, but through Yahushua give you grace, all right, to receive salvation, not the law.
And if I may add, to end it all, we've been scattered. So that's why this is all happening. Why do you think Apostle Paul had to do a lot of traveling? He had to go out there to the different churches to set things in order, to set things in stone, because Jake's been scattered and Jake's been calling back into the area.
There you go. Matter of fact, grab that 2 Corinthians 12 and 1.
Yep. 2 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 12 and 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
See, you were Gentiles. Grab them. 1 Maccabees 1 and 40. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 12 and 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led.
There you go. So after generation, what our people did, they fell more in the custom, all right, of the heathen. You got that? First Maccabees 1 and 40?
Yeah.
41?
Yeah, I'd probably read down to actually 44, but First Maccabees 1 and 40. As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning.
Go ahead.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
And what empire is this? The Greek Empire.
Yep.
All right, where you get the term Jew nor Greek. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 42, and everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Excuse me. And it says, verse 43, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
See, many of the who? Of the Israelites. Mm-hmm. So you go back to 1 Corinthians 12. It said you were Gentiles. Yeah. All right, just like us in America, we didn't grow up knowing that we were Israelites. We didn't grow up keeping the custom, the law, statutes, commandments. We didn't grow up knowing our heritage. No, we grew up as a fucking American. Yeah. All right, so what? We grew up as a Gentile. Yeah. All right? Go ahead.
And it says, and sacrifice unto idols, and profane the Sabbath.
Exactly, because that was a curse. Deuteronomy 28 and 64, that we were going to be scattered throughout the earth and we were going to serve other gods. Yep. You see? Yep. So, go back to Acts.
You mind if I grab a quick precept?
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 17 and 4. This is, and thou even thyself, thou shalt continue from thine heritage, and I gave thee.
Right, see that? And when you go into these different captivities that we was in, we knew who we were. When you think about the Assyrian, then the Babylonian captivity, we knew who we were. when you think about the purging, all right, the media captivity, we knew who we were.
Yeah.
When did we stop knowing who we were? All right, when the Greeks took over, which are the Edomites, so-called white people today.
Yeah.
All right, that's what he reading in First Maccabees 1:41.
Because even Alexander the Great, he allowed us, to still have, what we were allowed
No,
to do.
we had rebuilt the temple.
Yeah, we built the temple.
Dealing with Cyrus.
Yeah.
When you go in the first Esdras,
Mm-hmm.
the Lord allowed him, put the spirit on him for us to build the temple.
Yeah.
You see, so we left from knowing who we were when we started to enter to the Greek captivity.
Yeah.
All right.
4 generals.
Huh?
Those 4 generals.
Yeah, the 4 generals. That's right.
Yep.
Go to you done? Or
Let me finish that real quick.
All right.
Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, even thyself, thou shalt continue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Which is America, Babylon the Great, and we are serving our enemies. Psalms the 83rd chapter.
Yep.
Go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Which is the appointed time. All right, because we disobeyed the Lord. All right, now jump to Acts 26 and start at 12.
This is Acts 26:12. Whereupon, as I went to Damascus, with authority and commission from the chief priest.
And remember, this is the testimony of Apostle Paul. All right, explaining himself. All right, and explaining. All right, his meeting with Yahweh Shai, if I can say. Go ahead.
Verse 13, at midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven, above the brightness of the sun, shining round about me and them which journeyed with me.
Right.
Verse 14, and when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Right.
Is it hard for thee to kick against the pricks?
Right, who that is? That's Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And it says, because the NLT it says, it is useless for you to fight against my will.
There you go.
But
because who have resisted the Lord's will? Not one. No one can resist the Lord's will.
Yep.
That's how you know all that was Zion, all right, through the Spirit probably had by Shema Shai is known as prophecy.
Yep.
All right, remember, to the Jew first, then what? To the Gentile.
Yep.
So the Jews, yeah, you had the 12, but to the Gentiles, Apostle Paul was set up.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to Acts 9 and start at 1. Go ahead.
15. Okay, Acts 26:15. And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he asked, I am Yahweh Shai.
See that? He is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
Whom thou persecutest.
Who thou persecuted. Now go to Acts 9 and start at 1.
Acts 9 and verse 1. And Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord.
See? Because that's what he was about. Right? Go ahead.
Went unto the high priest and desired him letters to Damascus to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem.
Why? Because they believed in Yahweh Shai. They believed that he rose from the dead. We just read that in Acts 26. That was the whole controversy. All right? Matter of fact, read that real quick. Acts 26, I think it's like 7.
Acts 26.
Yeah, it mentioned he was raised from the dead.
Acts 26 and 7. Unto which promise our 12 tribes instantly serving the Most High day and night, hope to come, for which hope's sake, King Agrippa, I am accused of the Jews.
Keep going.
Verse 8. Why should it be thought a thing incredible with you that the Most High shall raise the dead?
There you go. You see that? All right. Now keep going.
Acts 9 and verse 3. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven.
Right, which is who? Yahweh Shai. Is he giving King Agrippa his testimony? Remember, this is the testimony that he's giving unto King Agrippa and those that's hearing it. Go ahead.
Acts 9 and 4. And he fell to the earth and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
There you go. Keep going.
Verse 5. And he said, Who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Yahweh Shai, whom thou persecutest.
Right.
It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
There you go. We just read it in what? Acts 26. You see how it's playing it back, right? When you're going to Acts 9, it gives you more details. Keep going.
Acts 9 and verse 6. And he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do?
Right.
And the Lord said unto him, Arise and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do.
Woo! Go ahead.
And the men which journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice, but seeing no man.
There you go. Beautiful. Because it was meant for Apostle Paul only.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. Acts 9 and 8.
That's how you know Apostle Paul was that chosen vessel.
Yeah.
He didn't choose no one else that was with Apostle Paul to go persecute the Jews, but who? Apostle Paul. Go ahead.
Acts 9 and 8. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no man.
Right.
But they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus.
So the Lord blinded Apostle Paul, and that's why you know throughout Apostle Paul's ministry, he was firm on Yahweh Shai. All right, he knew that he had gave his life up for Yahweh Shai. Yeah. It's written throughout all damn man. I'm trying to give a name for the Bible, the chapters. Go ahead, like it.
Acts 9 and 9. And he was 3 days without sight.
Right. So imagine you being blinded, all right, and the Lord sent someone to open your sight. All right? You can't tell me another person can knock your faith. All right? Can nobody tell you what you just went through? All right? And that's why Apostle Paul was heavy, all right, upon Yahweh by Shemal Shah, man. Everything he did, hey, he like, I count my life as what? As dawn. To win what? To win Yahweh Shai. All right? Because what he just witnessed, what he just went through. All right? And we know Apostle Paul, he was a man of the Lord. All right? Because he believed. When he was in that Pharisee life, he believed. All right? He believed. That's why he was persecuting the Jews. Yeah. You know? But now he met Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai going to give him another purpose. Go ahead.
Acts 9 and 9. And he was 3 days without sight, and neither did eat nor drink.
Right.
And there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias.
Now, Ananias is going to let you know how Apostle Paul used to get down. He was scared.
Yeah.
You see that? Go ahead.
And to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias. And he said, Behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, Arise and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus.
Right.
For behold, he prayed, and has seen in a vision a man named Ananias coming in and putting his hand on him that he might receive his sight.
There you go. See, the Lord gave Apostle Paul that vision because he told him 3 days. All right, you're going to receive your sight back. But it came through Ananias. Go ahead.
Acts 9 and 13. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he had done to thy saints at Jerusalem.
Right, so believe Apostle Paul. That's why he's saying in Acts 26.
Yeah.
All right, read that again, Acts 26 and 4.
Acts 26 and 4. My manner of life from my youth.
See, my manner of life from my youth. Yeah. How he was brought up. Keep going.
Yep, and it says, which was at the first among mine own nation at Jerusalem, known all the Jews.
See? Now keep going.
Acts 9 and 14. And here he had authority from the chief priest to bind all that call on thy name.
See, he was given authority to do this. Go ahead.
Verse 15. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
Go thy way, because what? Apostle Paul is a chosen vessel for Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
To bear my name before the Gentiles.
See that? To bear his name before the Gentiles. What Gentiles? The Israelite foreigners.
Yep.
All right? Get Romans 1. Get Romans 9 and 1.
This is Romans 9 and 1. I say that the truth is in the Mashiach. I lie
see,
not.
the truth is in Yahweh Shai. It's not in the law. You see? It's not in the law. The truth is in Yahweh Shai. He said, I lie not.
Yeah.
Because when he was persecuting the Jews, it was in the name of the law. All right? But when he met Yahweh Shai, guess what? He like, no, it's of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, it's of the Lord.
All right? Go ahead.
It says, my countenance also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost.
Go ahead.
That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
See that? Because why? What he was doing to the Jews at first. He was persecuting them. He was putting them to death. Mm-hmm. He even said on some of the council, he was in on it. So now he got heaviness. He got continual sorrow now. Yeah. All right? Keep going.
If people don't fail to realize when you go into this and explain it how he was ordained by Yahushua, that means he was really close through the Spirit.
I'm saying.
He was taught by Yahushua.
Come on, man. Can't nobody not. Come on. Just like you. Yeah. Being put in that situation. Come on, man. Can't nobody tell you nothing.
It's not even rocket science, because even when you read it, it'd be really plain. Like what we're reading, really what we're getting into, even in Acts 26 and Romans 9, it's just plain.
Yeah.
But it says, Verse 3, for I could wish that myself was accursed from Emashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh.
There you go. Which are who? The Israelites.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Verse 4, who are the Israelites?
See that? Who are the Israelites? So when Apostle Paul went among the Gentiles, he went to the Israelite foreigners. He didn't go to the heathens, even though you had the heathens in that region, but he went to the Gentile, he went to the Israelites that spoke Greek.
Yeah.
All right? Because remember, in 1 Maccabees 1 and 41, it said what men are the Israelites had what consented to his religion.
Yeah.
And you got to go from generation to generation, from generation to generation.
Yeah, because in the NLT, if I may add in verse 4, it says, the Israelites are chosen to be God's adopted children, and he revealed it to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see? Now that's it on Romans 9 and
I'll read down verse 4, yeah.
All right.
Romans 9 and 4, who are the Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption?
See, the adoption. All right, man. You being brought back to Yahweh Shema Shah through faith in Yahweh Shah, not the law.
Right.
All right, because we bound by the law, we all doomed.
Yeah.
All right, we had to have another way. All right, and Yahweh, that's why you got John 3 and 16.
Yeah.
For Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
All right, so it's not through the law, it's through Yahweh Shah. That's why
Right.
Apostle Paul said through Yahweh Shah, lie not. Go ahead.
Who are Israelites and of the elect.
That's it.
But Christian.
Mainly the elect, but
Yeah,
you
mainly the elect,
you got to be Israelite.
Yep.
That's why Apostle Paul said, according to the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It says, in the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law.
See, and who was giving the law?
Yep.
The Israelites.
Yep.
All right, he's the one giving the law.
Yeah.
You see that? So that's how you know it's speaking about the Israelite.
Yep.
So when they're talking about a Gentile, it's speaking about an Israelite that spoke Greek. All right, they're strayed away from the cousin because his mom, his dad, tied to Abraham but you speak about Timothy.
Yeah.
You know, his dad.
Yeah,
His dad.
He was
he kept the Greek custom.
Yeah, Greek custom. He was Greek. Yeah, he was Greek.
All right, but he was Israelite,
Yeah,
but he had Greek ways.
Yeah.
You know, that's just one example.
Yeah. It's just a Jake that's far from their true state. They're following after another religion. They're following after another guy. Because even when Apostle Paul, he knew he was an Israelite, but if you want to label it down, he was a Roman citizen.
That's right. Yep, you got it. Go back to that Acts.
Can I finish this last little part of it?
Go ahead.
And it says, given unto the law and to the service of the Most High and the promises.
There you go. Yep. Go ahead.
One of those promises, if I may add, is salvation. But you have this group saying that if these heathen believe on the Lord and repent and follow the Israelites, then they can be saved. But the salvation isn't for all nations. The salvation is only for the Israelites.
For his people.
Exactly.
Matthew 1 and 21. For he shall save his people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Back in Acts 9 and verse 13 or 11, Acts 9 and 11, it is verse 15, Acts 9 and 15. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles.
There you go. See that? To bear my name before the Gentiles. So when it comes down to Apostle Paul and his purpose and his ministry, it was to bind the Gentiles, which are the Israelite foreigners. All right, that was scattered through Macedonia, scattered through the Corinthians. All right, those 7 churches. Major, minor. That's right. Keep going.
Acts 9 and verse 15, continuing on. To bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel, for I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake.
And there you go. All right, and that's what started the suffering, because when you go back to Acts 26 chapter, all right, verse 1, read it again, verse 1.
It's Acts 26 and 1, it says, Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Thou art permitted to speak for thyself. Then Paul stretched forth the hand and answered for himself.
There you go. You see that? So that started the persecution. All right, which become his testimony of Yahweh Shai. Just like we went to our testimony, because we finna go before kings and priests with the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. And we're gonna have to give our testimony. Mm-hmm. You see, same thing, because Yahweh Shai suffered.
Yep.
All right.
Is that John 15 and 20?
Huh?
They persecuted me, they will persecute you.
There you
also.
go. All right, so when it comes down to Apostle Paul, his ministry, all right, he was sent to the Gentiles, but those Gentiles are Israelites that were keeping the Greek custom. No more, no less. You know, but you can know that you can tell that these people bought and paid for.
Yeah, you can tell.
All right, so we can't be too bent out of shape. Just know that this part of the, you know, the let's say what is then and now, and what has been here already.
Yep.
No new thing under the sun.
Yep.
So basically, living the book of Acts all over again.
Yep. It's just we're in a time now where people's tongues are going to fall upon themselves.
So that's it.
Because we were talking about that in the chat, and the things that they're saying, the madness. It's just like it just shows they're sold out, bugged out, whatever. They're not of the elect. They're not following the Lord, and that's what it is. Like I said, we're not losing sleep. We're not upset. Some brothers may sound upset because it's just annoying, but ultimately, are we bent out of shape about it? Absolutely not, because we understand it's the time of exposure. That's that Luke 12:2.
Yeah.
But we want to get 16 and 17 for Acts 26?
Yeah.
And you still want that word Gentile?
Nah, we're good.
Okay. Acts 26 and 16 down to 17. But rise and stand upon thy feet, for I have appeared unto thee for his purpose, to make thee a minister and a witness both on these things which thou hast seen, and of those things that are in which I appear unto thee.
Woo!
Verse 17. Delivering thee from the people and from the Gentiles, unto whom now I send thee.
See?
Ooh.
To whom thee I send thee to. All right, go ahead.
Verse 18 here. To open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light.
See that wisdom from the law. All right?
Yep.
They was in darkness. Because if they were bound by the law, they have been doomed.
Yeah.
But that's why I said to give them light, which is who? Yahweh Shai, the truth.
Yep.
All right? This is the way. All right? Through grace. All right? Go ahead.
And it says, from darkness to light and from the power of Satan unto the Most High, that they may receive forgiveness of sins.
See that? How can you receive forgiveness? Through Yahweh Shai, not the law.
Yeah.
You only receive forgiveness through Yahweh Shai, believing.
Yeah.
All right?
But it takes faith to follow the law, because we don't neglect the law, because the scriptures even say that in Romans.
Yeah.
We make void the law, Yahweh forbid. No, that means you don't got to eat the pork? No, you still need to eat the pork. Because showing your faith is by your works. That's James the second chapter.
Yep. And also 2 Ezra 9 too.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be saved by your works and faith.
Yep. It takes faith to do the work. So it says inheritance, it comes together. It says an inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me.
There you go. You see? So we're gonna wrap it up. We gotta get on ahead to camp. So yeah, when it comes down to Apostle Paul and the Gentiles, those are Israelite foreigners, man. Just like you in America, now you're waking up to who you are. All right. The order to receive salvation is through who? Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Yep.
All right. So don't let the other camps, you know, bamboozle your mind.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue to stay firm. All right. Watch, pray, and fear the Lord. Shalom.
Shalom.